right, we're back with the Jaybird. What's happening, my brother?
How you doing, Iceman?
Good, bro. Good. So I'm assuming you heard the news because it's everywhere right now.
What's this one?
Hamzat, Hamzat is fighting Kamaru Usman. 10 days notice. Paulo Costa pulled out as assumed because just had surgery, and Usada just got taken out. So I'm assuming Paulo Costa's like, oh shit, we can get back on the juice.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But
Now
we'll talk
with
about that after. I want to talk
okay,
about
yeah,
Usman
yeah. I
and
got questions.
Kamaros.
I got questions, man. Like, who's the
Hit
best
me.
fighter and who's the best fighter on juice? Just you know what I mean? Like Uberim, bring
Yeah,
him
yeah.
back. Come on,
Uberim.
come on,
Uberim and
Uberim.
Vitor.
Yeah, Vitor. All right, rock on.
What's your thoughts on this Usman Hamzat fight?
Okay, so who's stepping in? Hamzat?
No, no. Paulo Costa's out. He was supposed to fight Hamzat, right?
What happened
And
to
now
him?
Usman's coming in. I think it was surgery from staph infection on his
Oh,
elbow.
Dirty Jim. Okay,
Yep.
so Burns is stepping, or yeah. I'm a Hamzat guy all day, all night. You know this.
Yep.
Hamzat's our boy. We love Hamzat. We support Hamzat. Borj, and I don't care who they put in front of him. Is it what weight class is it? Is it at the middleweight?
185.
Okay, good.
Correct.
Yeah, well then he should. I'm not gonna say he should have no problem, but I'm betting Hamzat like every day of the week, twice on Sunday. What are you doing?
Yeah, so for me, I think I'll tell you right now, this is a way more harder fight for Hamzat Chimaev than Paulo Costa. And I'll tell you why. Hamzat, what does he like to do? He likes to wrestle, right? Kamaru Usman has never been taken down in the UFC.
Right.
I think
Well,
his takedown defense is 97%, I believe, or maybe it's 100, but I don't even remember the last person that took him down. He's got insane takedown defense.
but
So,
here's the thing: we seen Hamzat punch the grappler and grapple the puncher. We've seen that scenario before when he was fighting Burns. Burns, jiu-jitsu black belt, superstar wrestler, blah 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 blah. What did he
mhm.
do? He stand and banged with it, right? Garit Marchand or whatever that guy's name. Garit, what was his name,
Gerald
bro?
Marchart. Yeah,
Gerald
Gerald
Marchand,
Marchart.
right? Jiu-jitsu black belt, blah 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 blah. So what did he do? He bopped him in the face. So I would suggest it's gonna be like a brawl. He's gonna make it a brawl, but a scientific one, hopefully.
The thing is, the reason he took Gilbert Burns down, but the reason he didn't stay on the ground because Burns has the better jiu-jitsu out of the two.
Yeah,
If he takes Usman down, he will stay on the ground with
and just
Usman because
punch the
he's
shit
got
out
the
of him.
better jiu-jitsu. Yeah, he's got better jiu-jitsu. He's not worried about the submission game of Kamaru Usman, right? He's worried about the submission game of Gilbert Burns. That's why he didn't play the ground game with Burns. But the fact that I don't know if he's going to be able to take down Usman, man. This guy's what? He's a division 2 or 3 champion, right? State one state, can wrestle his ass off. He's been wrestling since he was a child, just like Khamzat. I don't think I've ever seen Usman get out wrestled before.
No, he's super, super, super high level. But I mean, his last fight was Leon Edwards, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so like
Twice.
he's right. So his bell is going to be a little. He might be trigger shy, right? He might just be riding out the end of his contract. You don't know, but when in doubt, bet on Hamzat. That's what I say.
Yeah. Thing is,
No,
this is a no pressure fight for Usman. Everyone thinks Hamzat's going to murder Usman. This might be really good for Usman as an underdog. How many times have you seen Kamaru Usman an underdog going into a fight? Let me
not but
know.
never,
Never. I don't think he's
never.
ever been an underdog since
No,
he's been in the UFC, bro. And this is his first fight. He's going to be an underdog, which is pretty crazy, man.
do you
Now,
know
I
if?
wonder how old is Usman again? He's getting up there with age, right?
Yeah,
Let me
he's
double
got to be
check here.
late 30s. I'll say
Late
like
30s for
36,
sure.
37, maybe 35. But let me ask
I
you a
just want to
question. Do you think he could sub? You think Hamzat
36.
could sub him?
100%. Hamzat can
Yeah.
sub a lot of people. He's not subbing Gilbert Burns.
No.
You know what I mean? He's got better jujitsu, but he can sub Kamaru Usman for sure.
Yeah, with one of those Darces or whatever, man.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
so good shit.
he's got really good darces, man. And the thing is, Usman has never fought a grappler like Khamzat Chimaev. He's fought good wrestlers. Like Kobe almost got him down one time, but I don't know if Kobe is like Khamzat Chimaev, he's so aggressive, bro. I've never seen anyone who comes out that fast and aggressive.
I see maybe he starts brawling with him and then maybe makes Usman revert back to his natural tendencies, which is to take you down. And yeah, I see him sprawling and maybe sinking up a guillotine or something, right? He's so smooth. If you see his training videos, Hamzat's so smooth. Nothing against
He's so
Usman.
good.
Just, I mean, he's the next level. What is, whatever. That's
Dude, the
my
winner of this
selection.
fight also gets a title shot. Dana White said that.
Ooh,
And what's crazy is, dude, taking a fight against Khamzat Chimaev on 10 days notice, that's savage,
ballsy,
bro.
ballsy.
Savage, bro. That's not a guy you want to take a fight against on 10 days notice. Are you kidding me? You want to fight Khamzat on 10 days notice?
This guy does.
Bro.
Burns does. He's like, I'm still top of the division, and I'm still, a champion
No, Burns never
contender.
took the fight on short notice though. That
Not
was
Burns. I
they
meant
had camp. They
Usman.
had yeah. Dude,
I meant
Usman's a
Usman.
monster, man.
So what's going through Usman's head right now?
I mean, make weight. I mean, what the thing is, it's at 185, so he doesn't have to cut too much weight. He walks around 200, 205. So he's only got to cut about maybe 15, 20 pounds compared to the 30 he was cutting at, welterweight. It's his first fight at 185. This might be actually really good for Kamaru Usman because cutting a lot of weight for those that many years since you're a child, it takes away that the water and like it just it's hard on the brain. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's harder to take a shot to the head when you've cut a lot of weight the day
No
before, 2 days
fluidity in it,
before.
kind of thing, right?
Yeah, the fluid, right?
Uh,
It's crazy, man.
Now,
I'm
I
gonna be
wanted to ask you,
stoked.
how did Costa hurt himself? Like, what the hell did he do, bro?
No, he had staph infection, which
Oh, that's
required
right,
surgery,
staph
and I
infection.
think I think it was two surgeries he might have had,
You
and
get that shit from staph, bro? Surgery you have to go for?
really bad. That it must be exceptionally bad to the
S-
point where they didn't want to get antibiotics or whatever. I don't even know, bro.
What?
It is pretty
You're a
crazy.
world class athlete and you're getting like surgery for staph when you could just like pop a couple antibiotics and like stay out of the 3 weeks and you're
But do you
back to
want to fight on
100%.
antibiotics and train on
No, fuck no,
antibiotics? If you've
fuck no.
it drains you, bro.
Of course it
That's
does.
even. I'd rather take the surgery and be like, okay, sit out for a couple days. Who knows? That I knew once I heard USADA is coming in too. USADA is going away. Sorry, Paulo Costa might be like, hey, bro,
Yeah,
this might be my chance to get back on some secret juice.
yeah. This was
You know what I
going to
mean?
be my question. Who do you think is the best fighters right now, and how do you think that's going to change after USADA leaves? Like, who do you think is the best juiced up fighter? I'm not talking from old. I'm talking
Hmm.
like, imagine Bo Nickel got on some juice right now, but he wouldn't. He's an Olympic athlete, isn't he?
Why wouldn't he? If he's going to be
Because he's
fighting
already
people on
top of
juice,
like he's already way
yeah,
up
but the
here.
thing is, he's top of the food chain when everyone's not on the juice or being tested. So it's a weird area because a lot of the overseas fighters who fight in Brazil, if they're training in Russia, you're training in Brazil, they're not really being drug tested the same way North American athletes are being drug tested, right?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
the thing is, I think if you once USADA leaves, I think all the champions are pretty much going to be switching up.
Think TJ Dillashaw makes a comeback and shit? Yeah.
No, he's getting up there with age. Maybe not TJ Dillashaw, but you're gonna see some fighters who that are you're gonna see older fighters um, performing a lot better. Like Vitor Belfort, the guys with the experience, they got all the experience in the world. Their body's just not able to keep up with their mind. Now you get some of that secret sauce in you. And all of a sudden, you got that amazing experience, technique, just years of training, and now your body's able to do what your brain wants it to do, right?
That's beautiful, man. That's like you should that should be on like every bottle of steroids. Like this is what it'll do for you. It's just like
Hmm.
your body and your brain. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, your reaction time's
Yes.
back. It's a big, big,
Hmm.
huge advantage. Like a Johnny
Dude,
Hendricks
not even
example.
that. The
Johnny Hendricks.
recovery. The
Rec-
recovery. You
mm,
see a lot of these
yeah.
jujitsu guys, they're training 2, 3 times a day. They're juiced out of their heads. Like, bro,
Yeah, no
I'm
need.
natural and I can't do training 2, 3 times a day. That's tough. 7 days a week. You're not juicing, bro. It's impossible. But now you add in some secret sauce. Whew, like it's just a game changer, man.
But
You
what you
got to see
pay for
guys
it,
like Gordon Ryan. Gordon Ryan's on all the steroids. Now
all of
that
them.
that guy might want to come to the UFC. I mean, he's a bit scared, I think, to fight in MMA. He's seen what
Of
happened to
course.
his
He's
coach,
smart.
Gary Tonin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's smart.
exactly. But
He's
is it
smart.
smart though? Because he can make way more money in MMA, bro. You're
Okay.
getting
Oh,
pay per view points. You're getting all that shit. You're getting millions of dollars compared to six figures.
right. So here's my thoughts on that. Okay. Gordon Ryan, he can go, okay, I made a name for myself in jiu-jitsu. I'm the best jiu-jitsu practitioner like on the planet right now. I
Hmm.
could go to the UFC, get some bullshit $250,000 two fight contract or 1 million or whatever, or he could do like 30 seminars or 50 seminars where no one gets hurt. He's not getting punched in the face. His reputation isn't getting smashed. He can just do whatever he wants to whomever he wants. He's so damn good. He's taking this little safer route, you know what I'm saying?
100% safer. But the thing is, if you're Gordon Ryan, the UFC knows who that is. They know he's already making tons in jiu-jitsu. They will make him a ridiculous offer, right? And when you start getting pay-per-view points, you're talking, millions compared to the six figures. You're talking life-changing amount of money.
It's funny you say that because I just seen an interview where Francis Ngannou turned down $1.25 for every $80 or $60 pay per view. That's what they were going to give him. They were going to UFC was going to give him a bunch of money and
Hmm.
1.25 on the pay per view buys. He gets $1.25 for
Yeah,
every pay
that's a
per view,
joke. That's a
right?
joke. But at the same time, Nuganu doesn't sell pay-per-views, bro. That guy's
No,
boring
not
as
really.
fuck. He doesn't know how to talk on the mic. He sounds like an idiot. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? And I like the guy. His skill set's amazing, but dude, he's so boring to listen to, bro. Like if
Gotta
he could
learn to
talk
cut a
half,
promo, man. Yeah, like a
dude,
little
I
color
know.
to your voice. Yeah.
You got to act like if he had half the charisma Conor McGregor had, he could be huge. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He just and how much? What's Conor McGregor getting per pay per view? I can guarantee you it's $20 plus
What,
per
$20
$80
per
buy.
on the pay per view?
At least,
He's
bro.
doing all
Conor
the work
McGregor
though,
for sure.
right?
He
Even the
single
casuals.
handedly, he single handedly took out USADA, bro. USADA was like, no, we're gonna want Conor back in the pool. This that. Conor's like, bro, I'm Conor McGregor. I'm bigger than the fucking show. You know what I mean? He is the show.
Yeah, and
That
they're
guy's
gonna.
breaking records, bro.
Yeah, he's smart businessman, dude. Smart in the brain, man, for sure, 100%.
And what does the UFC want? They want Conor McGregor at his best. If they want to juice him up to the gills, they don't give a fuck.
No,
Why would they? That guy's selling ridiculous amount of pay-per-views. Conor McGregor's
life
fighting
changing.
a million plus pay-per-views easy, bro. A million plus.
And they give him twenty
That is
dollars per pay per view. Yeah, they offered
I
him
mean, I don't see
Ngannou.
why they wouldn't. I mean, I could see him making, 30, $40.
Yeah, well, the pay per views, if the high def ones are $80,
Mhm.
and they offer Ngannou like 1.25, that's kind of like them saying we don't want you.
Yeah, that's a ripoff. At least
Right.
$10. Give him a $10. Come on,
10, yeah,
bro.
he's give him 1/8 or something like. But he didn't want to, and he was smart to. I think I stick with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're gonna see Nagano probably. He's gonna get murdered by Tyson Fury, and who knows? Maybe,
It won't even
maybe
be
he
a
can.
question, man.
No, he's gonna get completely destroyed by Fury, and maybe he makes a return to MMA. But how is he gonna be after getting knocked out? No one's ever the same after getting KO'd. You know what I
I
mean?
don't know. I he's a big boy, is what I'm trying to get at. Like, his facial structure isn't like mine, nor like yours. It's
No.
it's like thick and like it's in there. And some people come back out of it better, some don't. You're right. Nobody likes to get knocked out. They are different after that, whether you're gun shy or whether you're too aggressive or whatever the problem is. But you're right. You are a little different after you get knocked out.
Imagine Francis Ngannou juiced out of his head. Because I'm telling you, he's natty. He's natural.
Wow.
He's
I know.
natural. If that guy gets on juice, I don't even think he's making the weight limit. I don't think he's
No.
making 265, bro.
When you already look like that, there's no reason to get on the maybe one cycle, just to see what it looks
You
like.
don't do one. You stay
You
on it
fucking
now.
yeah, yeah. You do like maybe one cycle just to speed things up a little bit.
Alistair Overeem horse meat coming back. He's gonna be
Yeah.
like just murdering. That would have been cool. Him and Nagano when he's juiced out of his head, Uberim mode. Oh man, that would have been crazy. But I want to ask you, who do you got out of the main event? Because Islam is now fighting Volkanovski. Charles Oliveira, he's pulled out. He had a cut over the eyebrow. Stupidity, I called it.
Oliveira got a cut over the eyebrow, and that's why he's not fighting in a championship fight. Who
Yeah,
the
he got
fuck
a
are you
bad
training
cut.
with, bro?
Rookies.
You're
That's a
rolling
rookie.
too
You're not
hard or
wearing
something.
headgear.
Yeah.
A lot of UFC fighters don't like to wear headgear because if it looks bad, right? If you ever been to a kickboxing gym, boxing gym, they're like, "Oh, I don't need headgear." It's that
Mm-hmm.
whole too tough, too cool for school type of thing. Um,
Bravado.
but it's not about that, right? You're not trying to get cut 10 days out to a fight.
No.
And that's exactly what happened. You got cut 10 days out from a fight. And guess
Yeah.
what? Even Dana White's like, bro, if you came and seen us, we could have got the best plastic surgeon, would have fixed that up. Instead, these guys tried stitching it themselves.
In the
White belt shit.
favela and shit, he's all fucking,
Yeah.
Granny Oliveira's sitting there trying to sew it up nice when they would have got him a helicopter out of the favelas, right to like Brazil's best doctors and plastic, like you said. What a joke. Stupidity.
Yeah.
I really like Oliveira. I want to like him. He keeps doing silly stuff like this, man. Whatever. I wasn't there. I don't know the context. Who knows how it happened? He could have walked into something. Who knows?
Yeah,
Like
I think it
Tony
was the fifth
Ferguson,
round of
bro.
sparring. It was the
Yeah,
fifth round
right.
of sparring.
Who are you sparring with, bro? Fuck. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Rookie mistake.
So what do you got? Islam or Volkanovski? Because Volkanovski is a psycho, bro. He just had surgery on his, I think it was his left arm. Just had surgery, and now he took a fight on short notice in Abu Dhabi against Islam Makhachev. Jesus.
Yeah. Who do I got? Well, interesting. I'd like to see what the odds are, but interestingly enough, Khamzat has been training for Oliveira. Volkanovski is nothing like Oliveira. You don't have to really
Two
worry
different
about his
styles, yeah.
ground game. He just wants to get back up and point you out. But here's the thing: if Volkanovski wants to do that plan of pointing you out, into the fifth round, bro, you're in Abu Dhabi. This guy's name is Islam. Hello, his name's Islam, and they're in Abu Dhabi. Like, bro, shit ain't gonna fucking fly, homie. Like, you have to knock him out or submit him, and I don't see him doing that. And for that reason, I have to go Makhachev.
I mean, I could see him getting the knockout. He almost got the knockout in the fifth
Yeah.
round,
If he gets the
but I
knockout,
don't. He's
good.
definitely not submitting Islam. That's out of the picture. Unless Islam's completely like half knocked out and he gets on something, maybe different. But there's no way he's going to submit Islam Makhachev. But he could KO him.
Okay, so we've eliminated that he can't win in a 5-round fight unless he just embarrasses him, and even then they might not score it because it's the judges, obviously, right? He
Hmm.
can't submit him, right? So there's
No.
two huge ways to win that are out the window. What's left, man? Knockout, doctor stoppage.
Yeah,
So
it's
for
got to be
that
KO,
case,
TKO,
I don't.
possible
Yeah.
decision.
Okay, so
I
I'm
mean,
betting on one thing out of 3 ways to win or 4 ways to win. Only two of them can win doctor stoppage and knockout. Other than that, there's no points. There's no like. I have to go with Islam Makhachev. I don't want to, but math says I have to. That's at least my guerrilla math. What do you think?
well, I'll flip it back on you because I'll tell you right now, I don't think Islam is going to be able to knock out Volk.
Man, yeah, good point. Okay, so there's one down for him. Okay, so he can't, but he can sub
Can
him
he
though,
submit Volk? For sure. For
right?
sure. He could sub
So there's
anybody.
one. He can knock him
And
out.
decision, he just won a decision against them last time, so it could
Right.
very possibly happen again.
So we're looking at 3-2, 3-2 right now, and for that reason, I'd have to go. That's my math right there. The four fingers of death fucking coming at you. Four
Yeah,
fingers of.
I'm worried about the short notice, man. Like he just had surgery.
Of course.
How good a shape is he in? He doesn't have to cut the weight like he does at 145, but man, taking a fight on short notice, against a guy like Islam, that could be, that could be a not a good decision. But what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? I mean, he
Get knocked out,
loses
made a
to
gif
Islam
of.
again,
Yeah.
right? He already lost to Islam, so in a way, he's gotten almost nothing to lose.
10 days notice. He knows he can beat this man. Is what he's saying. That's what he's
I
saying.
thought he
He's
did the
like
last
10
fight.
days notice. I get a chance at you in fucking Abu Dhabi. I know I can beat you. You know I fucking beat you last fight. Let's run it back. So he's got that confidence and that kind of like now I'm like I don't know if I want to bet on Islam because this guy's so confident. Why is he so confident? Does he know something? Now he knows his moves, this and that, that and this. He's got time to like think about it. The surgery is an issue, of course. What are you picking?
Dude, I almost want to take Volkanovski, man, but at the
Hmm.
same time, I want to see how he looks at the weigh-in because who knows if has he been training when you got surgery? Like, are you able to train after surgery? Like, don't you have to take time off to let your arm recover or whatever it may be? I don't know, man. I have no idea, but I'll tell you right now, he's gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah.
He's
Oh
making
yeah.
he's
Yeah. Yeah.
making a lot of money, at
Okay.
least a couple mil,
Okay.
not
Do you
including not including the pay-per-view points, but he's a champion.
do you remember Sean Strickland stepped in for a short notice fight, and then down the road he got his title shot against Izzy? I mean, what was he ranked
Hmm.
like fifth or something at the time when he was fighting Izzy? Sean Strickland, I'm talking about, and he
Yeah.
ended up getting the W. So when you do these short notice fights and save pay per views, right? Who doesn't want to see Volkanovski fucking Islam Makhachev too? Everybody does, right? Especially in Abu Dhabi, man. Maybe the pressure might be a little bit too much for Islam. I don't know. Who knows what he's been doing? This is a close one. I want to see what the odds are. You're right. Wait till weigh-in day. That's a good one. I like that.
Dude,
Yep, Sagardo. We're gonna wait
I'm
till weigh-in
very
day.
curious to see the odds because I'll tell you right now, if they put Volkanovski plus 200 or up, bro, I'm telling you, you might want to
Yeah,
take Volk on that one, bro,
yeah. That
because
see
he can
those.
easily win,
That's a good bet. It's a good bet. I think.
dude.
All
That's
right.
gonna be crazy. So the last thing here I want to ask you, what do you think about Logan Paul or his fiance suing Dylan Danis?
I don't really pay attention to that stuff too much. What is I know Dylan Danis is really trolling her hard, putting pictures of her out there, telling stories about her and everything. But I'm not too
Hmm.
into it. I just seen one interview. Um, it- I mean, you're suing the guy that is half of like the fight, like the pay per view. It's fucking with his head, of course. Um, so I don't know. As a fight strategy, I don't see it not hurting, but at the same time, this guy might just seriously pull guard and rip your leg off. He really might.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little bitch move,
Mm-hmm.
suing a person that you're fighting, right? You have
Mm-hmm.
an opportunity to punch this person in the face,
Yeah,
get your
exactly.
revenge for all the shit he's talked about. But instead, I think Logan Paul has a hard time taking a loss. He doesn't know how to take an L, and he doesn't deal good with, people trolling him, backlash, all that shit. And I think, man, it's really getting to him, bro. I don't see him and his wife, fiance lasting, bro. I don't think they're going to be lasting much longer. I can see in a year or two down the road. He
Is he?
doesn't want to do it right away because it's going to make him look bad. If he just dumps Nina right now, it's going to make him look super bad and it's going to make Dylan look really good. He's going to be like, oh, I told you so. But I'll tell you right now, 4 or 5 years down the road, be very surprised if they're still together. I'd
So,
be very surprised.
so like, what is she like? What she just dated like athletes, and she's not an OnlyFans. She's not a porn star, nothing like that. She just dates celebrities, and that's it. And
Yeah,
then
she's
this,
dated a lot of dudes and she's,
yeah.
posted some videos of her talking about her, "Oh, I need dick and this that type of shit.
This
Just
is
like just getting trolled, but like at the same
classy
time,
stuff
like when you're Logan Paul and you can get pretty much any girl you want, right?
yeah,
Why are you going getting Nina Ragdoll?
because it's a status symbol. That's why.
It's not though. She's not even that hot. You can go to any club in the hood, and I'll tell you right now, you can find 100 girls hotter than Nina Ragdoll.
Oh, whatever. Who's to say why two people are with each other? I mean, they obviously make each other happy. Maybe marry her 3 years down when everything blows over and the new election comes in, and yeah, get married
Mhm.
on 2024 election day. That's what you should do. And then nobody will cover
Yeah.
it because they'll be too busy covering the election. That's what I would do.
Well, yeah. I hope Logan is maybe doing this to troll Dylan back and get in Dylan's head, like, "Hey, you got a
Hmm.
lawsuit pending, blah blah blah," and then after the fight, he just cancels the lawsuit.
Of
Maybe he's
course.
doing that, but it doesn't seem like that. I think Nina. and has never been trolled like that in her life. She's usually a girl who gets what she wants. All of a sudden, it's not going her way. You know what I mean? Everybody's making fun of you, this, that, and now she just couldn't deal with it. All the money in the
That's
world. I told you, all the money in the world, and these celebrities, they can't deal with that shit, bro. A little trolling, and they're breaking mentally. You could see them break mentally.
what is it? What would it be called? The defamation of character lawsuit. Like
Yeah, it'd
she's some
be
sort of public figure. I've never even heard this bitch, man. I
yeah,
don't.
it's Logan Paul's money that she's gonna be using for the lawsuit. It's his lawyers. You know what I mean? So
Oh, he's gonna turn
it's
into
just
the next
stupid.
Adam 22, big fucking cuck sucker.
Yeah. I can't stand the guy, dude. I don't know
No,
how
I don't
people
like him.
watch the guy.
I agree. I agree. He's got the charisma of like my fucking phone on silent, bro. He's not. He's like, so what are you doing, man? Yeah, welcome to the valley. Fucking next.
Oh, I can't stand him. And even his buddy Mike Malak or whatever, like, oh, Logan's famous. That's why he gets trolled so hard. And, when you're very successful, you have a lot of haters. Like, oh, really? You think Joe Rogan's got trolls like that? He's like come on, bro. He's a podcaster too, just like Logan. I don't think he's getting hate like Logan Paul. I don't think people hate on him the way they do Logan. Joe
Well,
Rogan's loved, and you see a lot of podcasters that get a lot of love. Logan is not one of them, and I can't stand the dude either. I just something about him. I just don't like him.
yeah,
It just makes you
yeah,
want to punch him in the face. And the
yeah.
fact that he's juice, he needs to do steroids to just compete. Like, come on, bro. It's a little pathetic.
What about that Steiny guy from the Nelk? And I only know his name
I
because
actually
I
don't
watched
mind
a
him too much. I
boxing
think
guy.
he's funny.
I don't like him, man. I don't know what it is.
No?
Like I'm sure he's probably a nice guy to tell you the truth. But like
Yeah.
you're right, there's something about some people's faces, and maybe you might feel that way about me out there in TV land. That's fine, right? It's just like there's something that in your brain clicks, and I'm not alone. I know this. Obviously,
Hmm.
that Steiny kid, I don't like him. He does it. He has no charisma. His interview skills are garbage. Like when they actually were lucky enough to interview President Trump, and the fact that they didn't wear suits for that one episode when the president's in the house. I
Yeah.
was like, you guys are,
Unprofessional.
yeah,
Yeah.
don't be fucking unprofessional.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
I think he's like Steiny reminds me like a little kid brother. You know what I mean? Like I think he's funny. I honestly I don't mind him, but he's like a little kid. You know what I mean?
yeah, well, I don't know, man. He goes right up there with David Spade, punchable faces. Like,
Yeah,
I'd like to
exactly.
throw a brick at David Spade's face. That'd be nice. But it's
Perfect.
just certain facial structure. Whatever it is, what it is. All right. So you want to run the bets down again? What we're doing?
No, I haven't dropped any bets yet.
Oh, you haven't.
For 294
Wait
no,
for
because
the
the
weigh in.
the whole changed. I haven't even seen the odds yet.
Right.
They just changed today, right?
Okay.
Hamzat is now fighting Usman, so Costa's odds are out, and Charles Oliveira odds are out. Now everything's changing. So as soon as those come out, I'll drop it, and then we'll get straight to it, bro. Thanks for
Hey,
coming on the
yeah,
show
man.
again.
Yeah, let me know when that comes out because I'm actually gonna throw some money at this one. Ooh, it's gonna be a tough one between Islam and Volkanovski, but I'm sure you'll do your homework and dissect the fight and da 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 and all the stuff that you do, the computerization and the smart ability that you got. It's not a real word, but it should be. So, all right, thank you for having me.
Let's
And
do
if
it,
you want to
bro.
find
Out.
the Jay